Every year, billions of industrial packaging units move through the chemical, pharmaceutical, and food industries. Drums, pails, IBCs. Engineered to be safe. Built to last. Most of them are used only once. Not because they cannot handle more, but because in these sectors, safety is non-negotiable. And without certainty about what a packaging unit has carried, how it was cleaned, and for which next application it can be safely used, the only responsible choice is to use new, virgin packaging. That certainty is what has been missing. Verified reuse, at scale, in critical sectors, is possible. But it requires knowing which combinations are safe, and which are not. Which cleaning route applies. And for which next application a packaging unit qualifies. Join the Loop builds the information layer that makes that knowledge available across the chain. To make high-quality reuse possible where it has never been possible before. And with PPWR, the new binding European regulation that sets mandatory targets for reuse, recycled content, and verifiable compliance across the entire packaging chain, the urgency is no longer a matter of ambition. It is a legal obligation. This is what Join the Loop is building. Join the Loop enables packaging in the food, pharmaceutical, and chemical industries to be reused again and again, within a fully closed loop. Safety is the foundation of our system, guaranteed, validated, and uncompromised. Join the Loop is the matchmaking platform for B2B partners in the packaging industry. We prove that circular packaging is not a dream, but a working reality.
Join the Loop already works with partners in industry, technology, and public organizations to build a system that is safe, scalable, and workable, with room to start and steps that are manageable.
At CurTec, we design and manufacture high-performance packaging that protects valuable goods. Because our packaging can last many life cycles, we see the potential in digital traceability to see how our packaging moves and understand how it performs over time.
In the industry, traceability, reuse, and accountability are no longer optional. They become part of our day-to-day performance operations.
What if every packaging unit could tell its own story, from the moment it's produced, all the way to its very last loop? At Join the Loop, we ensure exactly that. Each packaging item is individually marked, tracked, and registered, becoming a digital twin in the cloud. This digital twin moves with the physical object through every step in the loop, producing, storage, transport, filling, cleaning, reconditioning, reuse, and finally, recycling. Each transaction, every movement, every processing step is securely captured and verified through advanced intelligent technology. Competitively sensitive information, like volumes, specifications, or customer relationships, remains fully shielded. For industries governed by strict regulations, like food, pharma, and chemicals, safety isn't just a checkbox, it's the foundation. That's why it's important to build around qualified suitability, so we know which items are safe for reuse in which flows. Because we know where they've been and how they've been handled. The result? Our B2B partners can order exactly what they need. On the Join the Loop platform, they can predict which packaging types, volumes, and quality levels will become available and when. When a packaging item finally reaches its end of life, it doesn't just disappear. Even the recycled matter carries a trusted history, giving manufacturers the confidence to reuse materials with full traceability and known properties. That is what we mean by closing the loop, together, smartly, and safely.
What we do with Join the Loop, try to get the packaging back and refurbish it, wash it, and put it back in the market to use it again. If it's not possible, we try to recycle it at a very innovative way and use the raw material that we make with that process again to make new products. Big call to join the loop. Join the loop. Because you have to be ready for the future, and if you want to be ready, you have to start sowing now to make the harvest in the future.
Join the Loop turns regulatory pressure into strategical advantage. Early adopters don't just follow the rules, they help shape them. This is not just compliance, it's your license to operate in tomorrow's market. We ask you to join us at Join the Loop and make sure you are ready for a new, circular economy, ready for the future.